In today's video, we're talking about how to start an LLC in the state of Michigan. Here are the 7 steps that we're going to be talking about today. But if you don't want to do these yourself, go ahead and skip to this timestamp here and we'll show you how to set up your LLC with an LLC formation service. All right, let's get right into it. The first thing that you need to do to start your LLC in the state of Michigan is to name your LLC. And the first step in that is conducting a name search to make sure that your name is available. You can do this on the Michigan State website, and you also want to make sure that there's an available URL because you probably will want to create a website for your business. Now, in terms of naming your LLC in the state of Michigan, you'll have to follow the Michigan State naming guidelines. So this means that you'll have to have limited liability company, LLC, or L.L.C. in the name of your business. You cannot include anything like association, corporation, or any other name that would identify it as a part of a different entity, not an LLC. Obviously, the name should be in English, and it cannot include words that would confuse it with government agencies like the FBI, Treasury, or State Department. And also it must be distinguishable from other names in the Secretary of State records of existing business names. The second step is to file your articles of organization in the state of Michigan. Now this is going to be a $53 fee to file, and you can do it online at the state website here or by mail/in person. And if we're going too fast, feel free to pause the video at any time here. Now the second part of step number 2 is to decide on the management structure of your LLC. Now this means, is your LLC going to be member managed or manager managed? Now for 99% of the people watching this video, it's very likely going to be member managed. That means that you are managing your own LLC. But for people who maybe live out of state, out of country, you are going to want to hire a manager in that state and have a manager managed LLC. Step number 3 is to create an operating agreement. An operating agreement is not required in the state of Michigan, but it is highly recommended. An operating agreement is a legal document outlining the ownership and operating procedures of an LLC. This ensures both the owners and employees know what to expect from the business, and this will just help minimize future conflict. Now, here are some of the things that an operating agreement usually entails. The first thing is organization. So who are the members? When and where was the business created? And what is the ownership structure of the LLC? Number 2 is management and voting structure. Number 3 is capital contributions. 4 is distributions. 5 is membership changes. This is the process of adding or removing members or transferring ownership shares. And 6 is dissolution. In the unfortunate event that you do have to dissolve your LLC, you can outline how that would work here. Step number 4 is to obtain an EIN for your LLC. Your EIN number is also known as your federal tax identification number. Just think of this as a social security number for your business. This allows the IRS to identify and keep track of your business's tax status. And this is actually required by the state to open a business bank account and to hire employees. Now, the good thing about this is that it's provided free of charge. You just have to apply for it after the formation of your LLC. Now, if you don't want to do this yourself, you can actually hire a company to do this for you as part of your LLC formation. And you can apply online or by mail for this EIN number. Step number 5 is to hire a registered agent. A registered agent is a business or person responsible for sending and receiving legal documentation on behalf of your LLC. Now, this can include anything from tax forms to government correspondence, lawsuits, and any other important documentation. This person must be a full-time resident in the state of Michigan. Now, this can be you, an employee, or what we recommend is a registered agent service, and we'll talk more about that in a second here. Okay, so there are some steps after forming your LLC, which we'll talk about in a few minutes here, but now we're going to show you how to set up your LLC with an LLC formation company called Tailor Brands. So if you click that special link down below in the description, that's going to get you 35% off your LLC formation package, plus a $50 Amazon gift card, depending on when you're watching this video. So go ahead and click on that link down below in the description, and it should bring you to a page that looks very similar to this. And you'll see in the top left-hand corner here with our special link, you're getting 35% off your LLC formation service. So let's go ahead and select our state here, and we'll go down to Michigan, and then we can go ahead and click claim discount. Now let's go ahead and enter the name of our LLC, and we can check the availability, and it looks like it is available in the state of Michigan. So that's great. Once we're finished with that, go ahead and click next. Now it's going to ask us some questions about our business. You can answer these, or you can just press skip in the bottom here. We'll go ahead and just answer them briefly now. Let's go ahead and select our industry. We'll just say consulting for now, and that we offer professional services over physical goods. Next, it asks us if we're planning on hiring any employees for the year. We'll just say no, and then we can go ahead and put our postal code in here. And then we're an online business, but if you're a brick and mortar or if you're on the go, you can select those as well. Now, Tailor Brands really is an all-in-one package when starting your LLC, and this is exactly why. Not only do they have the option to start your LLC, but they can also help you with all of the following: sales tax permit, domain, licenses and permits, website, logo, insurance, trademark, EIN number, and taxes and accounting. That's why Tailor Brands is so great. It's a one-stop shop for everything for your business. You can get logos done, you can get a full branding package and a website all within their platform, which is awesome. Especially for sales tax permits and licenses and permits. These are some things that we really recommend that you get help with, especially if you're a first-time entrepreneur. I know I wish I did this when I first started my business because I didn't have the necessary city requirements that I found out later that I needed after talking with my accountant. So definitely make sure that you're compliant in all the areas that you need to be. And if adding these two in here help for a small fee, it's really worth preventing all that headache later on down the line. If you need these, go ahead and select them. We're also going to select the EIN and then we'll click next. Now, if you have anything already finished for your LLC, you can go ahead and select it here, but we don't right now. We'll just say none of the above. And you can also just say you found Tailor Brands here on YouTube. The next thing they offer is a 12-week free coaching program. After the 12 weeks, it's going to cost you money, but it's really at no risk to you to try it out if you'd like. So we'll go ahead and keep that here for now. Now it's going to ask us to enter some information. Let's go ahead and do that. And we can enter a password here as well. Once we're finished with that, go ahead and click next. All right, and this next page will help us get our EIN set up. Like we said earlier, this is after the formation of your LLC. And for $99, they will do the entire process for you. You don't have to do anything, which is really great. So we're going to leave that one on. You can also turn it off if you'd like, but we'll go ahead and click next. Now, this is another very important one. It's using Tailor Brands as your registered agent service. The reason why you want to use a registered agent service is because the registered agent has to be available pretty much all times during normal business hours, and they have to register their information for the business, which will be on the public domain on the Secretary of State website for Michigan. So basically, you don't want your private information on the public domain. People are going to be reaching out to your email, phone number, and any other private information that they can get, and you don't want that. That's why it's important to hire a company like Tailor Brands to do this for you. Now, typically these services cost anywhere between $100 a year to $300 or $400. Tailor Brands is right in the middle at $199, which is a pretty good deal. We definitely recommend using a registered agent service. Do not sign up as your own registered agent if you value your privacy. Once we're finished with that, let's go ahead and click next. Now, this is a package they offer that's called compliance. Tailor Brands also offers a compliance package, which ensures that your business meets the regulatory obligations. They'll also file your annual report for you and make sure that you're in good standing. If you're a first-time entrepreneur, you haven't done this before, this will definitely help you make sure that you're on track. If you don't do this, you can do it yourself, or you can have an accountant help you out with this. And this service is $199 per year to make sure that you are compliant in all the areas that you need to be. So go ahead and leave that on if you like it. We will go ahead and leave it for now and click next. Like we talked about earlier, Tailor Brands is a one-stop solution for all of your LLC formation service needs. And they also have a branding toolkit. So if this is something that you might need, maybe you don't have a creative background and you don't want to go elsewhere, they offer this service that includes a free domain for 1 year, a website builder with an online store, 8 logo designs, digital business cards, a social media post maker, and other business card tools. So definitely get on this if it's something that you think you need. We'll go ahead and leave it off for now. The next thing they offer is expedited filing times. So the standard is 2 weeks or more depending on the state, but they will file this expedited for you for a fee of $49 and it'll be done in 2 days. So if you're in a hurry, definitely choose this option, but for now we'll go ahead and leave it off. They also offer to do an operating agreement for you. And this is a charge of $29. It has all the things that we talked about earlier that an operating agreement should have in it. So you can go ahead and choose that if you'd like. We'll go ahead and leave it off for now. They also have an LLC formation kit. This is just a fancy binder that you can put important tax documentation in. We'll go ahead and leave this off for now. And the last thing before we finish the checkout process here is you can sign up for notifications. They're free. There's really no downside to doing this. This is just going to make sure you're getting all the information about regulations for your LLC in the state of Michigan. So let's go ahead and leave that on and we can go ahead and click next. All right, now we have to choose our plan. Now there's a light plan, which is free, and that just includes the LLC formation, as well as the 12-week free business coaching program and invoicing and bookkeeping free for 30 days. Now the essential plan is the one we're going to show you here today because this is the one where you can get 35% off plus the $50 Amazon gift card. And this includes the LLC formation, legal compliance, which we talked about earlier is $199 per year. They're also going to give you 2-day expedited processing, the 12-week free business coaching program, and invoicing and bookkeeping. The elite plan includes everything from the essential plan plus a domain and website. And if we scroll down here, we'll see some of the other features that are covered in the plan. Let's go ahead and select the $129.35 per year option for the essential plan. As we review here, you'll see with the essential plan, there's that $53 Michigan state filing fee. You have to pay this fee whether you file with the state website and do it yourself, or if you use an LLC formation service. Just know Tailor Brands gets none of that money. Then the business coaching program is included, as well as the invoicing and bookkeeping for 30 days. The registered agent service we're adding on as $199 per year. The EIN is $99 per year. That's going to really save us the time of doing it later. And you'll see that $129.35 is our total today, but we're going to be charged charge the $199 for the registered agent service and the $99 for the EIN once our application is reviewed and processed. So once you're ready to continue, go ahead and click continue to payment, and you can pay either with PayPal or credit card. Let's go ahead and put our credit card information in here. And once you're ready, go ahead and click pay with credit card and you'll be all set to go. Now you've created your LLC, and there are some important steps to do after creating your LLC. The big one is maintaining compliance. You need to maintain compliance with federal, state, and local regulations. Now, for example, let's say you own a restaurant. This is going to be getting health permits, building permits, signage permits. There's a ton that goes into this, and it varies from business to business, so we can't tell you exactly what you need for your business. We won't go too into depth here on the licensing and permits. Just know that all these different levels of permits and licensing may be required for your specific business. So go ahead and pause the video if you want to look longer at these slides. Like we said earlier though, if you are a first-time entrepreneur, we highly recommend that you get help with this and don't do it yourself. Hire a company like Tailor Brands to help you out with this service, or talk to an accountant and make sure that you have the necessary permits and business licenses required. The next thing you'll need to do is to file your annual report and renewal form. This can be done online or by mail. There is a $10 fee associated per month that your report is delinquent, so just note that. And also, after 2 years of being delinquent on this annual report, your company will lose its good standing and be dissolved. So make sure that does not happen. Okay, now that you've started your LLC, let's talk about some steps after forming your LLC. And the first is to get a business bank account. You need to keep your business assets separate from your personal assets in order to not pierce the corporate veil. Piercing the corporate veil could leave you liable in court if you were ever sued, and you don't want to do this. We actually have a couple videos on the channel that we'll leave linked down below in the description where we talk about our favorite business bank accounts. So be sure to check those videos out. Also, you'll want to get a business credit card. This will help you keep your personal charges separate from your business charges. It helps for tax purposes, and it'll also help you build your business credit score if you're using your EIN number to sign up for that business credit card. We also have a bunch of videos about business credit cards that we will leave linked down below in the description as well. And lastly, you want to make sure that you hire an accountant. An accountant is going to help you avoid penalties and fees. They're going to help you save money on taxes and track your losses and profits. Definitely have an accountant. We'll leave our favorite bookkeeping and payroll services down below as well if you're interested in those. We made a couple videos on those too. Okay, wrapping it up here with tax filing requirements. Seller's permits are required if you're selling a physical product or digital good, so be sure to look into this if you are doing that. You also have to pay employer taxes like unemployment insurance and employee withholding tax, so be sure to go to the respective department tab on the state website. For federal requirements, if you're a multi-member LLC, you'll be filing Form 1065, and for single-member LLCs, you're going to be filing Form 1040 Schedule C. Okay, last thing that we have for you here, I promise, is the Beneficial Ownership Information Form, or the BOI form. Now, we're not going to go into too much detail on this form in this video because we made a whole video where you can check out everything you need to know about this form, but we'll just cover some of the basics here. If you start an LLC in 2024, then you have 90 days to file this form after the creation of your LLC. Now, the following information is going to be required for both company applicants as well as beneficial owners: a full legal name, a birth date, a complete address, and an identifying number from a non-expired driver's license, passport, or other form of identification. Be sure to file this form. It's very important. Go check out that other video if you haven't watched it already to make sure that you have everything you need to know for this BOI form. Okay, if we went too fast on anything, feel free to go back and pause the video, but that's really all we have for you today for how to start your LLC in the state of Michigan. Now, just a disclaimer here, this is not tax advice. Please seek a professional to help you with your needs for your specific business. We'll leave all the resources that we talked about in today's video down below in the description, especially our special link to Tailor Brands, which will get you 35% off and a $50 Amazon gift card when you sign up for an LLC formation package. Now, just note that is an affiliate link, so we do get a small referral fee at no additional cost to you if you use our link. Thank you for helping us out with that. It continues to allow us to create free videos like this for you. All right, thank you so much for watching the video today. If you enjoyed it and you want to see more content like this in the future, please leave us a like, subscribe, comment down below, and hit the notification bell for more videos like this in the future. And lastly, this channel is dedicated to providing business owners and entrepreneurs like yourself with free videos and tutorials like the one you saw today. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next video.